Hi everyone, welcome to Room 120 News, your place to find out everything that's going on in our school and in our classroom this week. Just a reminder to check your child's folder and sign their homework contract and reading log nightly. That is just a way for you to stay informed throughout the week. Also, keep in mind that ice cream is sold at our school by the cafeteria on Fridays. Ice cream costs $1 and needs to be sent into school before or on Friday so students can purchase ice cream. If you haven't already, please sign the Google form attesting to have read the report card. There's also a place for comments if you have any questions about anything on the report card. Thank you to my friends and everybody that have already done that and attested to reading and reviewing the report card. The Thanksgiving Feast and No Turkey for Perky performance is going to be this coming Thursday, November the 17th at 9:45 is the show, and at 10:45 is our lunch. We would like to invite you to both of those events. The show is starting at 9:45, and then lunch is at 10:45. If you're interested in eating lunch from our cafeteria, there is an RSVP form that needs to be turned in on Monday. And with $5, it's $5 to eat a full Thanksgiving meal prepared by our cafeteria on that Thursday. If you're just coming for the show, or if you're coming to lunch and not planning on eating from the cafeteria, you can just come. There is no need to RSVP. Thank you to everyone who has signed up to bring materials for our fall stations. We are still in need of about 3 or 4 more items. So if you haven't checked out the Sign Up Genius yet and signed up for something, it would be greatly appreciated if you could. I'm trying to plan something fun and exciting for our class the week of Thanksgiving so that since it's only a 2-day week, it'll be light and fun. And so the materials that are needed are on that Sign Up Genius, and it would really, really help us out if you could bring some of that in. And also just a reminder that the Disguise the Turkey project is due on Monday, which is tomorrow. We are going to be sharing those in our classroom as we read the book this week. And they'll be displayed on our bulletin board or on our classroom door. So please be sure to turn those in as soon as possible. It's just disguise the turkey however you would like. And then there's a little section for you to write about why you disguise the turkey in that particular way. Up next is Looking Ahead, where we're going to find out all of the things that are happening in the future of our school and in our classroom. The only thing I have for looking ahead is to mark your calendars for November the 23rd through November the 25th, which is the Thanksgiving holiday break. Please be advised that there will be no school for staff or students, but I will have access to my email if you do need anything over those 3 days out of school. So again, those dates are November the 23rd through November the 25th. Up next is Curriculum Corner, where we will find out everything that's being taught and the standards and activities that will be taught in the classroom this coming week. In reading, we will be reading a variety of Thanksgiving books and looking at the RL standards with those. So we'll be asking and answering questions, thinking about lesson and moral, unknown words, beginning, middle, and end, character traits and character analysis, all different things with Thanksgiving books. We're going to be reading A Turkey for Thanksgiving by Eve Bunting, How to Catch a Turkey, That's What Our Thanksgiving Is, and Turkey Trouble. So we're super excited about reading all those books and diving into our RL standards with those. In math, we're continuing our study of Unit 2. The new book should have come home with your child last week. If you did not receive one, please let me know. I'll be glad to send one home with you. We will be looking at adding 2-digit numbers by other 2-digit numbers and possibly 4 number sequences, 4 number equations as well. In social studies, we're continuing our study of our government and how it's important to our democracy. Students this past week learned about the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and what rights are outlined within those 2 documents. In Foundations, we're continuing to talk about vowel teams for 1 more week. We are in the second part of our Unit 5 resources. So this was a 2-week unit of Unit 5, and so in the email you will see the Unit 5 at-home resources linked once more. And in writing, we are doing some Thanksgiving writing and finishing up our monster stories. So students have been working really hard on their descriptive monster stories. So those will be completed this week in addition to writing about what Thanksgiving means to your child. So we're reading a book called Thanksgiving Is by Gail Gibbons, which tells the real story and real facts about Thanksgiving. and then they will be writing what important things happened in their family on Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Room 120 News. It keeps you informed of everything that's happening in our school and our classroom. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to me. If not, we'll see you right back here next week for another episode of Room 120 News.